Hello everyone and welcome to Victoria's Action Figure Cantina. Today we're serving up a review on Hasbro's Star Wars Bespin Battle Pack. This 2012 set comes with Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Boba Fett. As mentioned previously with the Dual Naboo Battle Pack, this set has been controversial due to the fact that the figures feature very limited articulation. Now, despite that, the likenesses on these three figures is quite spectacular. Let's have a look at each figure and see what each has to offer us. We'll start off with Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader. As you can see, this Darth Vader he looks a lot like Darth Vader. He's scaled properly. I've compared him to some of my more recent Darth Vader figures, and he's about the same height. He's been sculpted very nicely, as you can see. His rubber cape has some very nice wrinkling and detailing in it. And his outfit all around has some pretty great detailing in it. He's got nice wrinkles in his suit. His lower skirt looks to be flowing a little bit to the left side. And all around, he's a pretty good statuesque figure. As far as that articulation goes, he does have a ball-jointed head and swivel shoulders and swivel hips. You can also remove his cape if you choose to do so. Personally, I have no problem at all with his articulation. I don't think he's the best Darth Vader we've had, and I say that, excuse me, because although he looks spectacular, he is posed in this pose that you might have expected to see him in Empire Strikes Back when he's trying to convert Luke to the dark side. I think that's what they were going for, with not just with Vader, but with this whole set. But I would have liked to have seen something that was a little more neutral. I wouldn't doubt that we might see something like that in the future, which I would highly welcome. Now let's have a look at Luke Skywalker. Luke is nothing special. He's, I look at him and I compared him to some of my more recent Bespin Fatigues Luke Skywalker figures, and I think they did a good job sculpting his outfit, but I don't think in the film he had quite this many ridges on the back of the suit. Furthermore, there's not a whole lot of detailing to him. His outfit is sparkling clean, as if he never even went to Dagobah. He's got the same articulation as Darth Vader, and like Darth Vader, he has a limb that is posed in a position that cannot be altered. Now, it's not a bad pose. I like how he can kind of hold his gun up like that. But again, a more neutral pose would have been a little bit more welcome, in my opinion. Other than that, not a bad figure. You can take his gun out of his hand and put it in his holster. It doesn't go in all the way. You can only get the tip in there, but it works. And now let's look at what many people consider the star of this set, good old Boba Fett in his Empire Strikes Back gear. As you can see, he looks fabulous. One of the unique things about this figure is the fact that his helmet is angled properly compared to older releases that had more of a straight helmet on it. Looks like they finally captured and brought out what the character looked like in the movie, which is really cool, of course. Now, Boba has some good detailing. Not the best, but he certainly, with a little more paintwork, he could be up there with the likes of the vintage releases. I like him. And like the other two figures, he is sculpted and his arm is posed in a way that you can't really deviate from. but it's not a bad pose. Now, my biggest gripe about this figure is the fact that he is grossly out of scale with not only with other Boba Fett figures, but also other figures in this set. If you stand him next to Darth Vader here, you can see that Boba is about the same height as Vader. Not only that, but Boba is also more buff looking than Vader. His shoulders are wider, he's got a broader chest, which isn't right. It's not quite right. If you compare him to one of these other Boba Fett figures, you can see that he is certainly too big. Now, it's a bit forgivable. Again, it's a great looking figure, and it's probably still my biggest gripe about this guy is that he is out of scale and disproportionate to some degree. I like the way that overall this other figure looks. If they were to have taken this detail and applied it to that figure, I think it would have looked even better. If you compare this older Boba Fett to Darth Vader, they're in scale with each other. But take away the new Boba Fett, the old Boba Fett, and replace them with the one that comes in this battle pack, and Boba is bigger than Vader. Not good. At any rate, I found this set to be a good value. I'm glad that I got it. I like the direction that Hasbro seems to be taking with these figures. You know, it's almost like they've come full circle. Articulation and deco and detail has been pretty awesome for the last several years with the vintage collection. So, you know, it's basically like it's come full circle and things are going back to basics. And maybe that's the way it should be. These are toys. They're not high-end collectibles. And, you know, for what these guys are, I really am happy with them. They're not perfect. Vader's probably the closest to perfect other than his pose. But, you know, Luke could use a little more detailing on his outfit. And Boba's a little too big. But despite that, he looks great. They all look, they're all quite great. I highly recommend this set if you get a chance to check it out. Thanks for watching Victoria's Action Figure Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.